Okay, so let's go back to the idea of beauty. Your aesthetics matter. Colors, I think, are one of the most cost effective ways to change your environment and to create mood, right? And so I talk about, not just trends, but like, what did you love as a kid? Like, what colors did you love when you were 6 years old?
Mm.
And to kind of get back
I was
to
always blue when I was a kid, so
what kind of blue, what shade of blue?
um, like a dark, like royalish blue, like that type of color. Yeah, like
Right.
similar to that, like maybe a little bit darker.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. So that is about expansion.
Mm.
And it's also related to the unknown and the idea of uh, the unexpected. So it's really all about that. Yves Klein, I wrote in my book, he did a series of Venus statues that were, he patented his own shade of blue. You should look at it. I think it's right up your alley, Jeremy.
So I guess like looking at it then, what things design wise should people have in their homes that maybe they're not considering? What type of plants should we be looking at? Like what type of things I'm not considering. Like what should people be having in their homes?
Biophilia is a lovely, lovely preoccupation of mine. I've always had plants inside, and NASA has a list, which then I kind of took the top 10 from that list, which are the most easy to manage and in all shades and lights you could use. And they are air filtration machines that have been doing it for millions of years. So they're a lot better at it than we are. And as much as I like to, say we have all these inventions, I think when we look to nature, I think it's really important. The other thing is to create a room, especially before bed. As we talked, it's you have to create a room that is devoid of blue light.
Mm-hmm.
So no screens. I don't believe in a TV in your room. I don't believe in screens, any kind of iPad or any other blue screens. And lighting is really, really, really important. Even now that we have to
How do you
deal
feel
with
about Wi-Fi along with that too? Is that something that should be like off at night too?
completely
Okay.
Wi-Fi, absolutely. And, no AirPods, everything. I mean, we're going back to like being wired again because we don't realize in our rush and enthusiasm to embrace these new technologies, we don't really know the ramifications. And we're living in a toxic soup of Wi-Fi and, our modern life robs us of our electrons.
Mm.
So we have to ground ourselves, going outside, going barefoot. You're so lucky you have, your 5 acres, I think, walking around on the grass, which I still do in the winter,
Mhm.
is really important.
How much does, because like if you think about it, like sure, our bodies take up space too, right? And that's part of the space that we're in. How much does like I guess clothing style and things like that, like how much does that level of design matter to I guess the aesthetic we're creating to create a healing environment?
Oh, the materials matter. So certain fabrics have a frequency and synthetics rob your body of its electrons. So cotton and wool is and linen. Actually, wool and linen have the highest frequency, but when you wear them together, they cancel each other out. So one or the other, by the way. So it's again, pay attention to the materials that are against your skin,
Hmm.
because a lot of the synthetics, they're like a sponge for toxins, and your skin is your largest organ, and you're absorbing those toxins through the clothing. I mean, phthalates, for example.